Hi there, welcome back to Fighting 50, and today we're on Nikki's sofa for a nice change.
Yes, different location, hence the crazy kind of museum-like decor that everybody arrives and goes, oh my god, you've got so much stuff.
Yeah, it's great stuff though.
Yeah.
But this is the only way of pinning Nikki down, you see, is to actually come and get her in her home environment. So November we're looking at products which are really going to help in this cold weather. It's really glorious now, but it was snowing about half an hour ago, wasn't it?
Bright and very cold.
Yeah, and a few things to prep you for Christmas. I think you've got an exciting Christmas gift.
Yeah, I've got a few gifts.
So, right, do you want to kick off?
Yes, so I am going to start with, let's start with a little present that I would certainly buy myself, and this is the Body Shop little money box. Now, we went to a Body Shop event which was beautiful, beautiful Christmas tree and beautiful gifts and everything, and I fell in love with this little chap. They've done, you probably know a bit more about this, they've done a lot of campaign for peace this year, haven't they?
Yeah, it's oh gosh, now I've forgotten the tagline. What is the tagline?
Love, hope, give.
Yeah, but there's also play for peace as well. So there's a lot of presents which are actually games and things that the family can play during Christmas Day, and the idea is that, you know, we're all playing for peace. So
this, if you like vintage, is kind of why I fell in love with it. Now I've got a confession, I have used some of the products. So
wait till Christmas.
He's a money box.
Wait.
You take his lid off, and what you get in here actually is little mini shower gels, travel sizes, which are great, and then matching lip balms.
Oh, that's nice.
So let me just put
so
on my
is
glasses.
that matching fragrance?
Fragrances, yeah. So let me just tell you, you get strawberry, which is definitely one I've used. You get mango and coconut. So,
oh, mangoes. Nice.
Yeah.
So have you got mango lip balm?
Yes, I don't think, or I might have. No, so you see, this is all I've got left in it.
That's strawberry.
Slightly decimated, but the little mini 60ml sort of travel sizes, bath sizes, they're really good, aren't they?
Really great.
So you get in essence 6 products, 3 lip balms, 3 bath and shower gels, and they do work well in the bath, and the really, really cool money box.
It's so cute.
That's
I mean, it doesn't matter what age you are. You'd love that, wouldn't you? Whether you're a teenager or a bit older.
Yeah, and for me, anybody that likes, like I do, like retro kind of games or anything like that, it's perfect.
It's so lovely. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
So, really
it's very,
cool.
very subtle branding as well, isn't it? Look.
Yeah.
Just on the top. That's so
yeah, so £20, but they've got great gifts, all sorts of price points, and obviously everybody's doing deals at the moment. So.
We mentioned it in the Christmas gift guide, but they also do this brilliant countdown to New Year.
Oh,
so
yes, I saw that.
Instead of advent calendar, you get your present on Christmas Day, and then you get something to open every day until the New Year. Clever, huh? Right, now my products. I'm going to kick off with, I'm slightly obsessed with rose, as you know.
Yeah, me too.
I can't deal with lavender. I don't like lavender at all, but I absolutely love rose. Now, I'm not actually sure how you pronounce this because it looks like some, but it's SUM37. So, although it looks like some, I'm not sure that's actually correct. This is a Korean rose. It's called the Miracle Rose Cleansing Stick. I hate anything called miracle generally because things generally aren't a miracle, but this is a really great cleansing stick. As you can see, I'm getting towards the end. I've already ordered my next one. So this is fermented.
But you didn't order me one.
I know. She has mentioned this more than once.
Yeah, several times today.
Just smell this.
Oh, I love the idea. It's one of the things that I saw ages ago. I think Jane talked about it, and I just thought they're so cool. And for me, like, for example, I'm travelling this weekend to go and work with Nanshy, and I'm just doing, you know, no holder luggage, so it's perfect for travel. Well,
the good thing about this is that, as I said, it's a fermented product. It's got rose petal, fermented rose petal. It's also got some fruit acids in there as well. It's 90% natural. Literally a stick that you swizzle up and down.
So do you dampen your face and then rub it on?
Yeah, you can rub it on. You can put it straight onto a flannel if you use a flannel. I use it with a Ferrero cleansing brush. So you can use it with a cleansing brush. You can just put it into your hand, lather it up slightly. It does lather a bit. It's not got a lot of foam, but it does lather up. And also what it does is it's got really low pH.
Yeah.
So 5.5 pH, so it's actually keeping the skin in a really good...
The acid mantle of the skin,
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's not stripping it, you don't use it and then suddenly feel very dry or your skin doesn't seem to feel dehydrated or anything. It's absolutely good. I mean, the fragrance is lovely. It's got, I don't know if you can see on there, but it's actually got little pieces of rose petal that come off.
Really cool.
Now, its price varies across the internet, anything from
Korea's always a
£32 down to $16.29. I've just ordered this one. I bought from iHerb. I can put that link for you underneath, but also I think it's Yes to Style, which is an amazing site. Have you been on there?
Yeah.
I mean, you would just buy everything. You just want to order everything. But in the UK, if you spend over £28, the postage is free. Things do take a couple of weeks to come though. Allow, you know, sometimes 2 to 3 weeks. They've just sent me an ampule, which has taken quite a long time to get here, but it's worth it if you don't mind waiting. And that's why you can see, I can see that I'm getting towards the end where I've got this little dot in the middle, so I've ordered one ready.
It's a nice surprise when they arrive because you always forget you've ordered them whenever I do stuff from Korea.
True. But we love anything Korean, and this definitely, Miracle Rose Cleansing Stick is really...
Be interesting to see. Really I'm sure one of the Western brands will bring one out very soon.
Well, I think there are a couple of things very similar, but I don't think there's anything quite that price.
No.
Okay.
The next one I want to just talk about is actually, you know, I always like to update you on any kind of new brands I'm working with, and the reason I wanted to talk about the next products are actually because they're quite specific, and I know we get quite a lot of requests for this. The brand is called American English. I know you've been trying it as well. And why it's specific is it's a vegan hair care line. Now, it's the first kind of luxury vegan hair care line into the UK. I absolutely adore the smell.
So where is it formulated? Can I smell it?
So, it's American.
Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze before I even smelt it.
The guys are based out of LA.
So nice.
The name comes from the fact that one of the founders is American and one of them is English, so that's simple as that. The English guy has a very long heritage within the hair care industry as a kind of product creator, and a really strong reputation there. And his name's Stephen, and Michael, who is the American guy, is actually a stylist, been a stylist for many years, and he's also the lead stylist on America's Next Top Model, which I'm sure some of you watch, with Tyra. So so the products are all tested on set, and so
beautiful packaging,
premium vegan hair care. There's only 2 shampoos, 2 conditioners. The ones that I use, and I think they're the ones I gave to you as well, are Youth Repair. And these are, it's mainly for kind of coloured damaged hair. They have amino acid proteins in them, so it actually helps to kind of rebond the hair. Seaberry, which runs throughout the range, is actually in our language is sea buckthorn. So, and
this is really good for hydrating, isn't it? I've been taking it as a supplement. It's great for hydration.
Well, it's really rich in omegas 3, 6 and 9, so it helps to strengthen the hair, and also it's really good for the scalp. So with the brand, you start to treat the hair and the scalp actually from the shampoo stage, whereas normally, you know, you're not going to get that until you start kind of going to conditioner. So my favourites are the Youth Repair shampoo and conditioner, and the other 2 products I use is the 24 Karat thickening lotion. This, again, my terminology, I would use it like a primer for the hair. So you use it post towel dry, pre blow dry.
Okay. So is it heat resistant as well?
It will heat protect. It gives volume. It kind of strengthens the hair. It's water based, so no.
Everything smells so natural,
no oil.
doesn't it? Ooh.
It's just like a very soft serum.
Gosh, the fragrance is so nice. It's really natural. It smells like something you could easily eat, doesn't it? It's really.
Anti-humidity as well with the 24 Karat. And then my finishing product of choice is the Seaberry Dry Oil. Ooh. So again, Seaberry, this also has avocado and jojoba and things in. It's a super fine mist, which you might be able to see, and I can just spritz this on finishing, or sometimes I just spray a little bit on my hand and just kind of pull through.
Sometimes I find that's better if products tend to weigh your hair down. Sometimes it's better, isn't it, just to put it on your hands and rather than
this
layer
is
it on.
a super fine.
Has that got the same fragrance?
Dry oil, yeah.
Doesn't smell everything.
It's also really good if you want that, almost do spray it in the air and walk into it to give that shine, or if you have that really kind of sleek ponytail or sleek kind of hair up for kind of party season, then just spritz it over to give that incredible mirror shine.
The other thing I love, if I wash my hair at night, which I often do before I go to bed, in the morning you want that just washed fragrance, and that's what this does. It just gives you that little tiny bit of fragrance. My nose is going to run now after sneezing, excuse me. So it's quite a small line. There's, as I said, another shampoo and conditioner, and then, which is particularly good for smoothing and anti-frizz, and then there's a couple more styling. The line's being extended next year, and I do all the education for the brand here in the UK, and we've just launched on ASOS as well, because one of the things that is really interesting is the growth in vegan beauty, vegan hair care in the younger age group. Yeah, it's really, I've noticed this. I've been sent quite a few bits and pieces now that are vegan cosmetics, and I think it is becoming. And also, I go to events and things. I was at an event, the Beauty Awards, 2 days ago. And around the table, when people were ordering their food, it was so obvious how many vegan and vegetarians we had around the table because of the different meals that were coming up. And most tables were the same. So it really is growing. I think a lot of people are moving away from, you know, animal products. Really.
And I think, you know, there is vegan hair care out there, but in the premium end of the industry, not so much. So, next from you.
I'm still on the rose theme. I'm a bit hooked on rose at the moment. Now,
green people. Recognise the logo.
You know, they're 20 years old. They're just celebrating their 20th anniversary at the moment, and they've brought out a limited edition rose range. And I think this is pretty much my favourite product. This is a damask rose.
Look at the colour
oil.
of that.
Can you see this oil? It's absolutely beautiful. Now, it's a blend of oils. Although they've got a rose otto from Bulgaria, there's also, I'm going to read it to you just so I don't get it wrong, thistle seed, sweet almond, jojoba, avocado and rosehip oil blended. And so we've got tightening, firming, hydrating. Just smell this.
So it says 20th anniversary in the box. Is this limited or is it an
At the moment they've said it's limited.
Okay.
I don't want to squidge it everywhere. That's it. Now, I've been using this for quite a few, probably 2 weeks, and look how much I've used.
Oh my god, that smells like a perfume.
Isn't it beautiful?
So intense.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Sometimes rose oil products are a bit wishy-washy.
Yeah.
That is, you know why they, like you say, Bulgarian.
Look.
Bulgarian rose.
It's rich, it's nourishing.
Oh my god.
The fragrance is beautiful, isn't it? Very natural fragrance again. And, you know, everything for green.
But you would actually only need, I mean, not even a pump. That's the only thing with that, is it? Because that would literally...
Well, look, you can see I've been using
kind of
it
press
for quite
it into
a while.
the skin.
Exactly. Now, what I've been doing at night, I've really been doing more facial massage.
Yeah.
And this is perfect because you can really get your skin, manipulate your skin, get the blood flowing, get everything moving underneath the skin. And this is perfect for it. Isn't it gorgeous? 30 ml. It's £29. It's slightly more than some of the oils in the Green People range, but you've got really great ingredients in there. And I mean, I think we know this Bulgarian rose otto is expensive anyway. Isn't it lovely?
It says here about the 1 kilo. Should I put my glasses back on?
Kilo of rose petals.
Yeah. See, I love that. A feeling of peace and happiness. An amazing 5 tons of damask rose petals are needed to produce 1 kilo of organic rose otto.
Yeah. But if you literally, you know, just inhale it, and I found once you get into bed, that lovely fragrance, I like that kind of subtle fragrance when you're going off to sleep.
Beautiful.
So Green People, £29, 30ml. It's available online, links under the video. But that is a real favourite of mine at the moment.
Okay. Right, so the next one I'm going to talk about is probably a bit more gift orientated. However,
gift to you?
To me, yes. Yeah. Well, how do you know? So, I've often talked a little bit about fragrance, and for me, the other thing that I'm crazy mad about is candles. But there is, and we were just talking about it, there's that fine line between a candle that doesn't smell at all, which is the biggest disappointment ever, and then, you know, those ones that smell of sugar and candy and blah. So for me, you know, fragrance wise, I love quite masculine, quite heavy, oody type personal perfumes. So for me, you know, and the lounge here is quite big, I want something that is going to have a bit of a hit.
Yeah, a bit of.
But to kind of go with my decor of that kind of like, you know, kind of Suki, kind of bazaar-y kind of, anyway, that's my thing. So I've got 3 here that are my favourites, that 2 that I always repurchase, and 1 I've literally just purchased because I fell in love with it. So let's start with this one. This is the brand True Grace. They are now actually in John Lewis. They do different size candles, they do diffusers, in places like Selfridges they also do room sprays, but they also have a great website, and this is my favourite of theirs, and this is called Library. And the one thing with the True Grace candles, they're very, the names of them are very emotive of what they are. Yep. You know, they kind of say what they do on the tin. So this is cedar, sandalwood, birch tar and moss.
So this is country house, library on a winter's day, coming in from a walk.
These are natural wax, they're in a smoky glass. This is, as you can see, these are all brand new, but these are repurchased. Oh my god, I love that.
Oh my goodness.
I love that smell of the summer when the roads warm up and there's that tar, or they're laying the rose. This has got that tar.
But what about when you walk into a place that's got an open fire and the fire's crackling and you get that slightly tarry fire? It's really nice.
And this is an English company, and I think if you're going to spend on a candle, I mean, you know, I have candles sometimes that are £70 odd, but if you're going to spend on a candle, these are 35. You want to make sure.
Not too bad, is it?
You want to make sure that it actually does smell, and they do great, you know, light ones. They do a rose, they do lime mandarin. So, but for me, they do some of the best kind of heavy.
Really nice.
Oh, I love it. So that is
a great
Library.
gift, isn't it?
It's a beautiful gift.
You can't go wrong with a candle, can you?
And candles are all something that I like to put on my gift, and we'll check, but I think it's around 40-hour burn.
Okay.
Now this was a new discovery, and again I saw a few people online talking about this brand, and I fell in love with it. I have in jars, I have Fornasetti candles here. However, they're ridiculously expensive. I mean, I think they're over £100. So I fell in love with this because this was kind of along the same brand. Now again, it's an English brand. It's called Ashleigh and Burwood, and they've done a collection called Wild Things, and they come in a jar. And this is called Sir Hoppinsworth. Oh my god, I just loved it.
This is just you all over, isn't it?
It's a bit, oh look, see, this is brand new, I haven't even opened it. This is a bit Alice in Wonderlandy. So you have a little china lid, and then you have...
Oh, that is beautiful.
And we'll have to... Tracey put a close up of the jar. You have a rabbit with a monocle. Now, let me read this to you. The English past is rich with eccentricities and pioneers whose passion for adventure and discovery took them for the comfort of the far-flung corners of the world. So there's one with flamingos on, and there's one with peacocks on. So I don't know, they're just sort of like kind of animals. And
this fragrance is amazing.
Yeah, so this is, again, similar. Leather chairs, wood panelled walls, and they say you're entering into the distinguished realm of an English gentleman's study. The desk is papered with maps of far off lands, and there's a white rabbit curled up before the glowing fireplace. Isn't it beautiful?
Amazing. It's just, but this is just so kind of comforting.
Yeah, yeah. It's not as heavy as the True Grace.
It's not as masculine.
No,
either,
it's not as masculine.
It's got a slightly more feminine feel to it.
Yeah, because definitely if you wanted one for a man, I'd go for the library one. But no, you're right. This isn't.
This is a lighter sort of fragrance, isn't it?
Yeah.
God, it's gorgeous.
And the do you know what? That has a slight ring of your Miller Harris you wear.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does.
I think that's why I like it
and
so
the,
much.
you know, if you've got somebody who's really girly, the flamingo one or the peacock one, they're beautiful. But yeah, that's £38.
I don't think that, but this is huge.
And this you can get online.
What size is this? Because this is pretty...
55 hours approximately.
Gosh.
Yeah. But yeah, again, an English brand.
On my list.
Ashleigh and Burwood. So have a look at those. They've got a great
I'm going
website.
to put this on my Christmas list because that's beautiful.
And then finally, kind of really cool again, and again I found these online, and these have just arrived in John Lewis now as well. Another English brand since 1845, Charles Farris. They do dinner candles, they do jars, but they do these tins and they're £16.
Gosh, that's good.
So I got this online, so let me just tell, this is called Grand Cascade.
Okay.
Similar theme, smoky cedar, moss and amber.
Oh, that's
very woody.
I was going to say that's walking through the forest and the peat.
Yeah.
That's going out looking for your mushrooms.
I'm spending your money now, aren't I?
Oh, it's amazing.
£16. But they do glass jars, but I quite like the tins.
You are always a temptress. I mean, every time you and I get together, you cost me money. God, it's so nice. That's really nice. But I have to say, I think this is my favourite.
Yeah.
This is my favourite.
Yeah.
This is the one that just...
And I think, you know...
about this I just adore.
Feel good for you, or if you want a beautiful present for a girlfriend, or you know, your mum, or something that you know there's a lot of people, I'm not one of them, but there's a lot of people that would never buy an expensive candle for themselves, so it is a beautiful treat, you know.
Yeah, I think I've got a kind of cut-off point. I think sort of £35 I would do, because you just get so many hours
or
out
if
of
you
it.
know
if you know it's going to be amazing,
but if you know they're going to be amazing, but there's nothing worse than spending money on a candle and they're just no smell, or they burn really badly, you know.
Yeah, or they've got a really cheap fragrance.
So candles.
Right, so I've got a couple of products which are, for me, the quick fixes before the Christmas party. I'm actually, a couple of these I'm saving for before Charlotte's wedding, so I can have that kind of quick hit before then. So, Christmas, if you're looking at something that you want to get yourself, you know, smooth, plump, hydrated before a party, have a look at Murad. Now, Murad have brought out a number of new products recently, this being one of them, and it's out of their Age Reform range, and it's a Hydro Glow Aqua Peel. Now let me show you how this comes. This is really clever. So it comes in a pack, and you've got one giant cotton bud. And with the giant cotton bud, on a cleansed face, you just literally wipe it all the way over, and then you put on a sheet mask. Now what you've got is a mixture of lactic and glycolic acid, which is just literally breaking down that outer, you know, cornified layer. It's just freshening and brightening the skin, and then you've got this really great hydrating mask with hyaluronic acid, which smooths and plumps. Now when it says a peel, this is a really mild peel. It's something you can use at home. You don't get any real tingle or anything very kind of fierce, but what you do get is a clear, bright, glowing skin. It just makes your skin look better, basically, and you can do it in sort of 20 minutes.
What's interesting as well, and obviously Murad comes from, you know, a real skincare heritage with Dr. Murad is this is the type of thing that they do often in a salon facial.
Yes.
Is you have that almost that acid applied to your skin, then you would have like a soothing hydrating mask on top.
Exactly. Yeah, it is. It's taken from that salon situation. So you've got the retexturizing swab. Swab doesn't sound quite as nice as cotton bud, does it?
No.
And then the moisture infusion mask.
And you get 4 sets.
You get 4 and they're £40. So you're looking at £10 a go, which, you know, a lot of the sheet masks are £10 alone, aren't they? Again, look for the deals because, you know, look fantastic. People like that are always giving out 20% discounts. I know Murad did this for Black Friday. So there's quite a lot of deals around, so have a look. So that comes in a box, 4 masks, so 4 sachets in there, £40, available online, but we'll put links underneath.
And not messy, no, it's not messy.
It's not messy, and also I just think if you give yourself 20 minutes, what I tend to do is I've used that swab, I've put the sheet mask on and got in the bath, because I'm not great at moving around with these masks on.
No.
I mean, you just can't do anything with them on. You're better to actually sit down, sit in the bath.
And I bought one of those silicone things that you're supposed to put over sheet masks to keep them on. It's so uncomfortable.
I know. It's like being Hannibal Lecter.
It was, yeah.
Okay, one last thing. Now, this is really clever. Katherine Daniels, who are a salon brand, they actually have their own training school. They're available through salons throughout the country, but they are producing products which, you know, they've got that heritage from a salon. Now, this is their Instant Effect Eye Mask. Comes in a little box like that. Now, this is really clever. I won't do it now because you have to do this literally just before you use it. But can you see, you've got your iPads here and you've got your solution.
You squidge it so it's...
And you squidge it. And I honestly didn't believe this was going to work. The first time it was like, this.
It shoots through a channel.
There's no way this can work. So I'm like looking at it.
So it shoots through a channel between the water and the pads. I've seen that before, Really cool.
It is so cool. So you do this and you don't believe it's going to work, but of course it does. It's just got a little dent there and you just literally press it. So this has got things like sea kelp. What else is in it? Let me make sure I check. Yeah, so it's got mineral complex, sea kelp, hyaluronic acid, and you just pop them under your eyes. Again, it's about a 20-minute treatment, and it smooths, it plumps, it hydrates under the eye. I think these are a bit expensive personally. They're £58 for 4, and I think that's quite a lot of money really. But if you want this for a special occasion, that's why I'm saying I'm going to save some of these for before Charlotte's wedding, because it really does just make your eyes look so much better, even if it's only a temporary fix. I'm sure if you used these continually, it would help your eyes. Yeah. But, you know, I think it's a lot of money to use it continually, to be honest.
Yeah, I would think, or if you party a lot over the holiday season, or if you're going on any long flights, you know. Yeah. Anything like
absolutely perfect for a long flight, and I really like using them. I think they're really good, but I do think they're kind of a special.
It's a beautiful brand though, isn't it? Katherine
the brand
Daniels.
is lovely. I'm totally addicted to their microfiber cleansing cloths. I use those all the time.
I need to stock up on those actually again. So.
And also their Daily Defense serum is amazing. No, they have got some really great products. So
I've got one more, but you can tell I'm not used to filming sitting on my sofa because I've left it over there.
Okay.
1 minute.
She'll be back.
And it's actually, I mean, again, self-gifting or as a gift. And the reason I want to talk about this is because this is new, but
well, the truth is we weren't allowed to talk about this because Nikki said a few weeks ago that she wanted to talk about Nanshy, and I said, well, you can't because they're actually in a competition. They're in for the Beauty Awards, the OK Beauty Awards this year, and as a judge we can't talk about it. But the awards were actually given out this week, and then she won.
Yes, how exciting.
Best new face product.
How exciting. So, this is the new, I'm just trying to, arrange it a bit to hold it all in one.
Bag.
This is the new Bare Necessities collection from Nanshy, and I know a lot of you are big Nanshy fans.
As we are.
Yeah.
Huge.
This is their new premium kind of end. It comes in a gorgeous faux leather bag with a rose gold zip. The brushes, as always with all of Nanshy, are a Taclon synthetic fibre, so vegan and PETA approved. You get 9 brushes in here. It's $69.95. So let me just quickly take you through so you know, and then Tracey can tell you a little bit about her experience, because obviously she, as a judge for the awards, she's been trying the products. So you have a large brush here which you can use for things like powder. You could use it for bronzer, any kind of just light buffing onto the skin of any kind of powder product. Again, a softer large brush which you could use again for bronzer, loose powder. You could use it for kind of buffing, if you want to do kind of sort of draping with blush, anything like that. We then have, this is a really cool brush. This one's completely new to Nanshy. We've never done a brush like this, and this is a flat contour brush. So if you want to kind of go down the cheekbones, down the side of the nose, under the hairline, you can totally use this for that kind of finish. One of my favourites is a very dense buffing brush, so I would use this to buff on a powder foundation or a cream blush, anything like that. And then we move to the smaller brushes. We have a eye blending brush, or you could use this to powder under the eye to set and bake your makeup. A crease brush to blend darker pigment through the crease. A flatter eyeshadow brush, which is good for placing eyeshadow, or you could use this to blend concealer. And then again, 2 completely new, a spoolie, which you can probably see to groom eyebrows and comb through with mascara, and then a really good, really firm eyebrow brush. So yeah, so what did you think when you tried the collection?
Well, what I like about them is that the brushes, they never change. The shape doesn't change.
When you clean them or use them, yeah.
No, when you use them. And also, there's no shedding. You never ever get any shedding. And I just find they clean so easily. Everything comes out of them beautifully. I just think they're an absolute pleasure to use, but also these handles, they're just so nice. Everything is comfortable, everything feels, the weight's good.
Yeah, they are weighted properly because they're professional brushes.
They just feel so good in the hand. They're just perfect to use. But what I like is all my Nanshy brushes look the same as when I got them.
Yeah, yeah, they wash really well.
I've had them for ages, and everything just, no shedding, nothing ever comes loose. They're just perfect.
There's as well, which you probably can't see, but there's a, I don't know, like a bronzy coffee coloured ferrule, which I think is really premium looking, and then also Nanshy is engraved on the ferrule, as well as written on the handles as well. So beautiful. And then obviously in the bag, we all love a bag.
Oh, and it's got a zip compartment inside as well.
Yeah, so you go, you pop your brushes in.
But again, fabulous present. Absolutely great present.
Yeah, you can't go wrong giving a girl makeup brushes.
Never.
They are beautiful. So, and these are going to last, you know, a long time. They're professional brushes. Look after them.
They're an investment.
They are.
They're worth investing in.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's our roundup for November, on the very last day of November.
It is. So thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, drop them below the video. Or you can send them to info@fighting50.co.uk and we'll answer them. And thank you for watching, and if there's any chance I can get hold of you in November.
No, it's November now.
In December. I've got hold of you in November. If I can get hold of you in December, then we might be back for one more before Christmas, if we can do that. Yeah. If not, you might have to put up with me on my own. So thanks for watching. See you soon.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.